now that's when the real shit, that's when the fun starts. Because now you're gonna really see how motherfuckers live. Because you know, staying in somebody's crib a couple of nights here and there ain't really living with them. When you living with them 24/7, oh shit get real special then. You know what I'm saying? Shit get real special then. You know what I mean?
Right,
that's when shit gets special because you start seeing shit you might not like, shit you didn't know they do, a whole bunch of shit, you know? Shit they didn't know you did. So now that's where the adjustments start to be made and you know things get a little. That's when you know you might hit the little rocky road part. That's where it starts getting a little bumpy now.
right.
It get a little rocky now because now you seeing shit that maybe you ain't like or maybe you ain't know was going on. So you know things like that start to happen, and then you got to figure out how you gonna make that work if you truly want to be in this relationship. You got to figure out how to sacrifice, like I said earlier, on how to make this work, how this situation can work from this point. You know, after we have a discussion on like, yo, I ain't really feeling that, or you ain't really feeling this. You know, we just have this conversation so you know we can work this out. But you know, you really start knowing a person when you live together. You know,
right.
And then you build on it. You building on it. Y'all been living together for a couple years. Now, you know, after a couple years pass, you know, 2-3 years, they, you know, most dudes, honestly, they can run with it. You know what I'm saying? They can stay living like that. You know what I mean? But you know, the lady gonna, you know, they gonna as they getting older, they gonna feel that pressure too. Like, well, you know, what we doing? You know, what we doing here? You know, we've been together such amount of time. You know, now it's like now they talking rings and wedding shit. Now,
okay. Now before you get there,
so
rings and weddings, right? So you build to that, right? That's obvious. So along the way to building, and Damien, I agree with. I just read a comment from Damien. He's like, you know, one joint account, and you each have separate accounts for your wants. Now the joint account that's supposed to handle everything
in the house,
in the house. So you know, whatever, it's supposed to handle everything, and then your separate joint is, I don't know, you know, you might be out and you want to buy gas, you know, or I don't know, you buy food, you hanging out with your boys.
Or you might be hanging out. You doing your thing. You might be with your boys, and she might be with her ladies, and y'all doing your thing. So you ain't gonna take from the house account, you're gonna take from your account.
Right.
You know, that's you enjoying yourself. You know, if you're gonna take from the house account, you gotta either put it back, but you gotta let them know. You may have to, you know, depends on how y'all shit work. Some mugs will take it and don't say anything, but some will take it and let them know I took it, but I'm gonna run it back at the end of the week or whatever the situation may be.
Right.
You know, to me, that's what I like to do. You know, if I'm gonna move a certain substantial amount from a certain account, then I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna run it back once, you know, You know, that's just common courtesy to me. You know what I'm saying? This is all everything is based on your perspective and how you running, how you and that person is doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, you know, and that's another good thing, because now you living together, now you're seeing money. So now the money part is going to come to play. Like, you know, is my money just my money? Is your money just your money? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or we combining money and we have our own little separate little funds on the side. You know what I mean? So money is another thing that brings problems in relationships. So that's why, again, you got to have that conversation, because you got to know if this person is a spender, a saver, or, you know what I'm saying? Because you may be a saver. Like, yo, I'm stacking money. That person like, oh, now you live together, oh, you acting cheap. No, I always save my bread, but I also have another set account for me to just, when I'm out and moving around with you, or I'm moving around by myself. You know what I'm saying? And some people are just spenders. Like, yo, I got to shop every day. I got to shop every time I get some. Every time you get a little bread, they got to go blow it. you know, they got to go buy something, you know, and they buying high price items, high price ticket items, and then they don't have no money. So now, like a question I had before, somebody said, so, you know, my lady does this and she goes out and she buys, you know, a major purchase and didn't consult with him.
Damn.
So now it's like, oh, he feel away. Should he feel away? I mean, but
how long they been together?
I mean, they've been together going on at least over 10 now. You know what I mean?
So you've been together 10 joints and she don't consult with, not even consult, let you know that y'all making this major purchase. And now they got a joint account, obviously, right? If you're talking about, because if she's spending on her account, you don't give a fuck.
No, it was a little from her account and a little from their account. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so he felt the way that she even made the purchase, not the amount of the purchase that came out of the joint.
Yeah, because in his mind, all right, so she basically bought. She had a Benz. She wanted to upgrade. She still had to pay, you know, and put another deposit down to get the upgraded version of what she wanted.
Right.
He like, why you do that? You just got this. You had this only like 2 years. You know, like I got you this 2 years. We put this bread. I got you this 2 years, and now you already upgrading when it's not a necessity. This is a want. This is something you wanted to do. So if you wanted to do it, you should have just took it from your money. Don't take it from the house money, because this is something you wanted to do. So that should have been a conversation like, I'm about
That's beforehand, right? That's a beforehand conversation.
Yeah, it's a beforehand conversation, but there was no conversation. So he feels a way. He feels a way about it.
They married?
No, they ain't married. They just
shit now. See, if you ain't married, see that's what you go ahead. I'm finished.
That's what I'm saying. So now they not married, but you living like husband and wife. Y'all got a house account, y'all got your own account, y'all got kids. Y'all ain't married though, but y'all living like y'all married, right? This is, like I said, it's probably over 10 years now. But you living like y'all married, but you're not married. So he feels.
Why aren't you married 10 years? Not that I care personally. I'm just thinking about the logic behind it.
Well, for him, I know he my man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put him.
I got people like that, you know.
He ain't trying. He don't want to be married. He feel like he don't want to do that. He don't want. He don't believe in the marriage shit. He think marriage is some shit that the government made to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, doesn't believe.